Hey everybody. It has been a while since I've been on here. But anyway, today I want to talk to you about something that is extremely important, especially for those of us that are trying to raise the collective consciousness. Okay? Because with everything that's going on, oh, there's a deer walking across the yard across from me. Anyway, um, she's so pretty. Oh, there's two. Let me see if I can spin it around. Watch. Here she comes. Where's the other one? The other one is right there. Ah, told you. um. Anyway, your mindset. Okay, we have to be extremely cautious of what we're watching. We have to be extremely cautious of what we're listening to, what we're saying, what we're doing, because with everything that's going on right now with the election, whatever's coming, because I honestly feel, I mean, a lot of us are at that point where we just know something's getting ready to break loose, right? It's like you can feel it in the air. And I feel like sometime between now and November, because for those of us that are in the United States, November is our election for the president. And most of you know the situation that our country's in, which is not good. So something is going to happen. Something huge is going to happen. It has to, between now and November. Okay. So with everything that's going on with the debate, with the election, with everything that's coming out about what happened with COVID, and they're going after these companies that pushed the agenda because they know that it was to create mass genocide. They know that. I mean, a lot of us already knew it. We tried to tell people, but they didn't listen. But the thing is, all that stuff's coming out. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that are happening. The financial market's crashing. You've got just a ton of stuff, right? If any of it is pissing you off, which, hearing the stuff that's going on and seeing the fact that some people just don't get it, and some people are so oblivious to the fact that they don't see the condition our country is in, because they're watching mainstream media, right? Well, I think most of you guys probably are not in that boat. You're not watching mainstream media anymore. You're not paying attention to that stuff. You're watching alternative stuff. But I will tell you, what was it, this past week, my husband was watching an interview that Tucker Carlson had with Trump, which was amazing, by the way. But they were talking about the number of illegal immigrants that are coming into this country every day. And what we're being told it pales into comparison for the number that are actually coming into this country illegally. And they were talking about the fact that other countries are releasing their inmates and shipping them here because we have opened our borders and said, come on over. Well, honestly, I have to tell you, when I heard that, it made me nauseous. And it sent hellfire through me because of the number of people that don't see it. The number of people that still think that we live in a, that everything's great. You can't wake these people up. It's very frustrating for those of us that get it. I get that. The thing is, as light workers, we have to maintain a high frequency. That's what we're here for. That's the only way we're going to shift out of this chaos, is to stay in love and light. And that's not to stay oblivious to what's going on. Be informed about what's going on, but don't stay stuck there. It's like when I heard the craziness, and that was just one of the many things that they were talking about in this interview. See it, know it, be informed, but don't stay stuck there. Because as a human being, it's easy to get stuck in ego. It's easy to get stuck in anger. It's easy to get stuck in blame and judgment and all of these things. They're all low vibrational energies. That's not where we're supposed to be. And we're not here to wake those people up anymore. It's up to them to see it. It's up to them if and when they choose to wake up. And excuse me, the thing is, the critical part is for us as light workers, starseeds, whatever you want to call yourself, be enlightened beings of light. For us, the trick is to learn to control your ego and not let your ego control you. The trick is to recognize it when you start to go into that anger. When you start to go into that blame, when you start to go into that, whatever that lower vibrational frequency is that they want us in. Use that information to propel yourself into what you want to see happen. Focus on, obviously, like I said, you need to know what's going on so you know who to vote for. You know what to do. So you're prepared for whatever. Now, what's coming, who knows? If somebody says, oh, this is what's coming, we can all guess all day long. We can guess when, we can guess what. It's a guess. Don't get bogged down in that. The critical part for you is to live in the moment. Live in the now. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Yes. But don't get stuck in the worst. Don't get stuck in fear and worry. Fear and worry isn't going to do anything but bring you more things to be afraid of and worry about. It's not going to fix anything. So focus on what you want, not what you don't want. And again, it's a mindset shift because we've been geared to focus on what's going on. And that's the way that the negative agenda wants us to think, because it keeps you in anger and fear and judgment and division. So the critical point is the fact that if we don't get a grip on this now, when this thing happens, whatever it is, we're going to be in the same condition that everybody else is going to be in, that has no clue. Because you're going to be in fear. You're going to be in worry. You're going to be in panic. Don't go there. Because we know, most of us know, that what is coming, needs to happen. Depending on what happens, could be another false flag. Could be another government-created whatever. So again, it might look crazy. It might look bad. But it's all happening for a reason. So don't let your ego get carried away. We have time. We've had this time to go within and find our peace within. If you're still struggling with this, reach out to me. I can help you with that. That's what I'm here for. It's because that's where you're going to need to be. You're going to need to go within and find your peace, because there's going to be chaos. Everybody around you, especially the people that have no clue this is coming, or have no clue about any of it, or have argued with you and called you a conspiracy theorist. I can't say that word. You know what I'm saying. My dad used to have this saying, they're not going to know whether to scratch their watch or wind their ass. They're really not. Your job, your mission at this point is to work on you. Get you in the right mindset to help keep people in check, and not from an ego thing, but we're going to be here to help these people. You can't help somebody when you're in chaos yourself. Focus on what you want. Let go, because again, if you're focusing on the negative shit that's going on in the world, all you're going to get is more negative shit in your world. I live in heaven on earth. I've said this so many times, and I still do. And I'm not burying my head in the sand. It's because I focus on what I want, the life that I want. Yes, I know all this other craziness is happening. Yes, I go, I can dive down and get just as angry and forgive the dogs across the street. I apologize. I can't do anything about that, but it's part of my heaven. And I don't even know what I was saying, but anyway, focus on what you want, not the problems, not the financial struggles, because I can tell you, you're not in the boat by yourself. There are a lot of people. In fact, I talked to a friend of mine the other day, and she's like, Pam, it blows my mind. She said, everybody I know that is enlightened, that is on the higher timeline, the higher path, the higher whatever, we're all struggling financially. She said the people that are in 3D have all this money. And I got a download, and what I heard was that's all they have. Because when the financial market collapses, which we know is coming, they're going to go, that's all they have is their money. For us, it's just another day. Because we have learned to manifest what we need. We have learned to find our peace within. They have no clue. When their money goes away, you're going to see suicides, you're going to see craziness, you're going to see complete chaos and panic and mayhem. You can't, and yes, for a lot of you, it's going to be your family. You didn't, do not let them come to you, because, and this just hit me. Do not, because you're going to be in a place of peace. You're going to be okay. Don't let them come to you and say, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you help me? Why didn't you whatever? And don't let them lash out at you, and you carry that burden. There is a difference. There is a literal difference between ignorance and stupidity. Ignorance is not knowing. I'm ignorant about a lot of things because I just don't know. You don't know what you don't know, and that's okay. You're not expected to know everything. But for the people that have been told, and they choose to ignore you, they choose to believe the old narrative, they choose to tune you out and call you crazy, call you the conspiracy theorist, or whatever they've said, chosen to stay stuck in whatever. There's so much corruption. It covers every aspect of life. It really, truly does. If they have chosen to stay there, even though you've told them this is happening, this is the way it is, and they shut you out, that's stupidity. It is what it is. Don't let their stupidity drag you down. That's not your fault. That is not, do not accept blame at all. You can love them unconditionally, help them as best you can. Do not say, I told you so. Come from a place of love, because that's what they're going to need. You know, and when they get angry, if they get angry at you, if they lash out at you, still love them, but don't carry that burden of shame or guilt or whatever. Sorry, car was going by that was going to be loud. Don't carry that. That's not your baggage to carry. If they have chosen to ignore you and call you crazy, and now they're looking at you like, why didn't you tell me? You know? You can't, at this point, you can't bang their head hard enough against a wall to wake them up. Because you know what? Nobody could have banged your head hard enough against a wall to wake you up until you were ready. They will wake up when they're meant to wake up. You have to let that go. But your job, your mission at this point is to focus on you and get you in the right mindset, get you in the right headspace, get you in a place of the highest vibration that you can get in. So be conscious of what you're watching. Be conscious of what you're saying to yourself or what you're saying to others. Be conscious of what you're listening to, what you're reading. You know, if it's upsetting you, let it go. Go watch something else. Go do something else. If it's just for knowledge, that's fine. But don't let it drag you down. Don't let it keep you in a low vibrational state. You know, some of this stuff that I heard, yes, pisses me off. It sends me into it sends the human part of me, I won't say into a rage, but it sends me into an ugly place that I don't like being. I'm still human, but I also know it. I also catch it, and I don't stay there. I shift to, you know what? I live in heaven. I'm trying to help other people get to heaven. It's their choice whether they want me to help them get there or whether they want to join me. If they choose to think I'm an idiot, that's their choice. If they choose to ignore me, that's their choice. All I can do is send them love and blessings. I can't carry, and I won't carry that burden at all. And you can't either. You know, if you get upset, yes, you need to work through whatever you need to work through. But don't keep watching it. Don't keep feeding into that anger. Shift out of it. If you need help, reach out to me. I'm here to help you. But like I said, that it's critical that we get this, because you won't shift to 5D and be able to stay there if you stay stuck in ego and you stay stuck in anger and resentment and all of those things. And you guys know this. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir, but it's my point. Because with everything that's going on right now, there's more stuff that's coming to light that could trigger you, that could piss you off, that you didn't even realize was going on. I mean, even those of us that are awake and we know the corruption runs so deep and so wide, there will be something that you're like, holy crap, I had no idea. You know, I didn't realize it was that bad, or I didn't know it went there too, or I didn't know, there will be something. Don't let it consume you. Again, focus on the end result that you want. New earth. Where people live in happiness and joy and love and unity and compassion for each other, which is where we're supposed to be. Live in that now, every day. Even though craziness happens, still bring yourself back. Work on it. If you're already there, God bless you. Help somebody else that's struggling with this. Reach out to your soul tribe. Reach out to your whoever. If they're struggling with it, help them. Because I'm telling you, if you don't grasp this now, when it's calm, when the shit hits the fan, it's going to be harder to grasp it. It's going to be trial by fire. It's like a training that I went through. It was like the last job I had. They said, yeah, we train you by fire hose. And I was right. It was like all this stuff coming at you while you're in the midst of doing your job. It was like a fire hose of information being shot at you constantly. It's hard to learn. It's hard to control anything in that. So don't let yourself get in that position. So anyway, do the best you can. again, I'm here to help you. And I'm going to do another video here in a minute, but on a completely different topic, but because I don't want to join this, it'd be too long. But anyway, I'm sending you guys love. I'm sending you light. This is extremely important. Share this video with other people that you know, that if they're light workers, star seeds, whatever, because this is, again, like I said, it's a critical time for us, because we need to hold the light. We need to hold the frequency to keep the collective up. So I love you guys, and we will talk soon.